June 7, 1944. The first light of dawn cuts through the thick Normandy mist, casting long shadows over the tangled hedgerows. These are the bocage, jagged green walls stretching across the French countryside. Crouched in the turret of his Panther tank is Oberst Hans von Luck, commander of Panzer Grenadier Regiment, 100D engines. Low growl vibrates through his bones, and the air is thick with the smell of gun oil and churned mud. A day earlier, the Allies had stormed the beaches, and now the distant rumble of artillery fire echoes from the coast. Von Luck and his crew are hardened veterans from the Eastern Front. They scan the horizon with a mix of weariness and outright disdain. The reports are in. American Shermans are rolling inland. To the Germans, these were just boxy mass-produced tin cans. They had a grim nickname for them, Ronsons after the lighters, because they lit up with one good hit from an 88mm shell. You can almost picture the cocky smirk on von Luck's face as he adjusts his field glasses. Spots the first silhouettes of M4 Shermans lumbering through the bocage, that infernal maze of sunken lanes and ancient hedges that turns every field into a kill zone. Look at them, he mutters to his gunner, a scar-faced Berliner named Fritz Lang. Flammable coffins on tracks. One shot from our Panthers, and they'll brew up like cheap fireworks. The crew shares a laugh, the tension breaking for a moment. This was familiar territory. They'd seen it all before in North Africa and Italy. Shermans charging bravely, only to erupt in a fireball. The German armor was simply superior. The Panther's sloped frontal plate, thick as a fortress wall, could shrug off American 75mm rounds like raindrops. The Tiger. That beast, with its legendary 88mm gun, could punch through a Sherman from over a kilometer away. Why should they fear these invaders when their machines were forged in the fires of Krupp steel, engineered for total dominance? But the bocage is a treacherous beast, known for swallowing tanks whole in its narrow, winding paths. Von Luck's column advances cautiously, their tracks crunching over shattered stone walls as they push toward the city of Cannes. This was the key objective, the one Field Marshal Rommel demanded they hold at all costs. Intelligence whispered of British forces joining the Americans, maybe some Churchill tanks. Or those plodding Cromwells, but nothing that could truly match the Wehrmacht's elite panzers. A scout suddenly reports back, Allied armor spotted, probing the German lines. Von Luck signals the advance, his heart steady with the arrogance of experience. The first skirmish erupts like a sudden thunderclap. A Sherman peeks over a hedge, its turret swiveling desperately, searching for a target. Slee with practiced ease, Lang traverses the Panther's gun. The cannon barks once. The impact is catastrophic. The Sherman's ammunition rack detonates, sending a plume of orange fire and black smoke billowing into the sky like a funeral pyre. Another Ronson. Von Luck quips over the radio, his voice crackling with triumph. His men cheer, another kill added to their tally. This is how it always goes. Derision turning to destruction, one flaming wreck at a time. Yet, as the sun climbs higher, casting a harsh light on the smoldering hulks that now dot the fields, Von Luck feels a flicker of unease. The Allies aren't retreating. In fact, they seem to be multiplying. Reports flood in of endless convoys pouring from the beaches, Shermans by the hundreds, backed by infantry that digs in like ticks. How many can they possibly lose before they break? He wonders aloud, wiping sweat from his brow. The bocage favors the defender. That much is true, but the sheer overwhelming volume of American steel is unnerving. Pins. His Panthers are kings. Yes, but even kings need fuel, ammunition, and time-3 luxuries the Third Reich was rapidly running out of. Still, he pushes the doubt aside. Mockery has always been their shield. It helped them survive the frozen hell of the Russian front. They mock the enemy to keep their own fear at bay. Little does Von Luck know that across the English Channel, British engineers have been toiling in secrecy. They've been working on a project that grafts a venomous new sting onto those dismissed lighters. A dramatic reversal is brewing in the workshops of war, one that will soon turn the German sneers into screams. The day wears on, and skirmishes flare up like brushfires all along the front. By noon, Von Luck's unit has claimed 5 more Shermans. Their crews either bailed out in a panic or perished in the inferno. But strange whispers are starting to come in from the front lines. There are isolated, confusing reports of Shermans firing back with an unnatural punch, and rounds that were glancing off German armor, but sometimes they were penetrating. Impossible. Von Luck dismisses it as rumor, just the fog of war playing tricks on tired soldiers' minds. Confident in their superiority, he orders a counterattack. As his Panthers rumble forward, the hedgerows seem to close in, hiding dark secrets in their green depths. What lurks behind the next earthen wall? Is it just another routine kill, or is it the spark of something far, far deadlier?